Today we are going to make caramel, and I hope that you are just as excited as I am for today's experiment. To make caramel, we simply heat up sugar. Now, there's different types of sugar. You have sucrose, which is the sugar that we use, fructose, which is in corn syrup, glucose, which you recognize from blood sugar, and lactose, which is in milk. And that's not all. There's many other types of sugar, but today we'll be using our normal sugar, sucrose. Before we melt our sucrose into our delicious caramel, safety is first. We will be dealing with a flame, or high heat depending on your heat source. Therefore, we should be wearing all of our safety equipment for this experiment. To start, we are going to put a half cup sugar into our pan. But before we put the sugar in there, we're going to spray the sides, because if the sugar is cooking and hits the sides of the pan and cools, well then it could recrystallize, and we don't want that to happen. If that does happen, just push it back to the bottom and it should melt, but it could cause some difficulties. Go ahead and spray the bottom a little bit too, just so the caramel doesn't stick. Now, over low heat, continuously stir the sugar while it cooks. You want to make sure that it's going to be an even cook. Now, there are different recipes out there, so go ahead and do your research and find the one that you like the best. This one says to gradually increase your heat while it cooks. So this will take some time, but the more patience you have, the better it will taste. And honestly, once it finally starts melting, it starts melting fairly quickly. Now, some recipes said to constantly stir, and some said not to over stir because it will clump. But if it clumps, you just stop stirring and let it melt back into a liquid. Just wing it. So slowly, the sugar is melting into carbon. Now, sugar is just a bunch of carbons, a bunch of oxygens, and a bunch of hydrogens. And caramel is just a simple combination of sugar and carbon. Now, once the caramel is straw colored, you will want to either take it off the heat or start adding your water. You definitely don't want it to let it overcook. And the water is just to help adjust the taste. So add as much or no water at all, it's completely up to you. I am going to add a half cup of water, and it says to do it slowly. And that's why. It can spark and fly all over the place. And this made it kind of a yucky consistency, so I'm not going to add any more water. So have some ice water handy. And you want to slowly put the pan in there a little bit. You do not want your caramel to overcook. If it overcooks, there will be too much carbon, it'll be a really dark brown, and it will lose all of its sweetness. It'll be really bitter. And there you have it. It's caramel. So this is simple, right? Turning sugar into caramel. It's a completely different substance with different properties like taste and color. So this is a chemical reaction. It is a different substance and it's not reversible. The caramel can never go back to being sugar. This makes it irreversible, which makes it a chemical change. Something changes into a completely different substance and can't be reversed. Now, this is a very tasty chemical change, but please let the caramel cool before you eat it. Now, religion can have the same problem as cooking caramel. You can overdo it. Having a relationship with God and having faith in Him is so great. It makes us good, sweet, caring, and generally happy. But if you overdo it, you can become bitter. It is so wonderful to help others find God and have a great relationship with Him as well. But you should never take it too far. You should never make someone else feel bad or less sufficient. Just because they believe differently or sin differently, or maybe they don't believe in God at all, that doesn't make you any better than them. And actually judging them makes you worse. If you make them feel bad, then you're not helping, and you're not sweet. You're just bitter, like the caramel. So don't overdo it. So, believe in God, love God, help others find God, but do not push or judge them. Don't be bitter, be sweet. Until next time, bye!